are listening to the Almost Legal Podcast with Josh Ankasan.
Hey guys, this is the Almost Legal Podcast. This is Josh Ankasan, and I'm here with, what do you want to be called?
Oh, just my government name.
Your government, Jose Cooks. He's a comedian. Okay, I know you as Roscoe. Where did that name come from?
Roscoe came from the comedy club, the Stardome Comedy Club.
Yeah, but how do you get that? Because it's nowhere near Jose.
Basically, it came from an old manager, Tim. And Tim only worked 2 days a week at the time. So I was there for 3 days already, and everybody knew me as Jose. And he comes in, gives the pre-shift speech, and he was like, okay, by the way, we have a new server. His name is Roscoe. Make him feel at home. And I paused, and I'm like, I'm the only new person. My name is Roscoe. And then, people were looking at me like, is your name Roscoe? I thought it was Jose. You lied. I'm like, no, my name is Jose. I swear to you, my name is Jose. And we had like a few hot females that worked there, and they called me Roscoe.
You just went with it?
And I just went with it. I'm like, you call me whatever. I'm like, I'm not going to be offended.
So did he just pull that out of his ass?
He pulled it out of his ass, but, he's an older guy. And I went to him later on. I was like, dude, what's up with the Roscoe things? I'm so sorry. You remind me of a soldier of mine back in the 60s. His name was Roscoe. And I was like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? He was like, it's a definite good thing. And I was like,
he was a real badass.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing stand-up?
I've been doing stand-up for about 3 years now.
What made you want to do stand-up?
I always wanted to do it. I just never had a platform to get into it until I moved to Birmingham. I've been to Birmingham for 4 years. And when I got here, a friend of mine was like, you should go to the comedy club. I'm like, what comedy club? There's no comedy club in Alabama. And she's like, no, there's a comedy club. Like, whatever, and I hit him up and started working there. And once I started working there and really seeing like behind the scenes of the comedy, and I was like,
it's a Stardome?
Yeah, the Stardome. And I was like, I definitely want to get into it. And it just took me from there. It was like a natural thing.
3 years, that's not bad. Because it is a profession that takes a lot of practice and a lot of grinding, getting your name out there.
Yeah, definitely. It's a hungry man's thing. Terry T, real good friend of mine, he's a stand-up comedian. He told me that I was a cool guy, but it wasn't until after the first year that he took me serious as a comedian, and like he does all the other comedians. And it's because of how you have to grind, you have to get your name out there. Like, you say, okay, I'm gonna do it. You do the first show, you get some great laughs, great feedback, and like, oh, okay, yeah, I got this. And then you get another show right after that, and like, oh, okay, it's good. Then, a year later, you're still in that same cycle.
Right.
And then that's when you decide, is it worth it or is it not? Like, I've come up with comedians where it's been like 15 of us on the show in a finals scenario, and then a year later, it's only 3 or 4 of us still competing and still performing and stuff. So, it's a hungry man's game. Definitely is.
If you're not willing to put the effort, go home.
Yeah. Go hard or go home.
You got to master your craft.
Got to.
My favorite comedian by all time, probably Dave Chappelle. Hands down. I heard a story that he just got done doing a show, and they were walking out, and he just said, fuck it, I'm going to do a show right here in the middle of the street. Just put a hat down and just start doing in front of just 20 people.
Really?
Yeah. Why not? Wow. So you don't work at the Stardome anymore?
No, I don't work at the Stardome anymore.
A touchy subject?
I mean, it's not really touchy. It's kind of God's way of maneuvering me to the next level. I was fortunate enough to be in a position where I work in one of the top 3 comedy clubs in the country. And then I was able to perform at one of the top 3 comedy clubs in the country, in the small room and the main stage, several times. And in the first 2 years, that's great. Like that's awesome. I perform more on the Stardome than some big name comedians. So I got to the point where my father had little health problems, had to step away for a moment. And when I stepped away, everything just opened up. And so it was kind of like,
what do you mean by open up?
Opportunities like left and right, like LA, Chattanooga, Memphis.
How'd that come up? Did you do something different? Did you like take a look at life and be like, okay, I need to buckle down? And
I was kind of teetering at that point, but me in life, sometimes I don't step forward. Like I have to get kind of like pushed. And so that's kind of like what it was. I was kind of like working there, and I was working at my other job,
getting kind of content.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I'll be able to do this. And I think I was talking to Bruce, the owner, and he told me, he was like, if you want to do something, no matter what anybody else says, go for it. He said, just do it.
Right.
He's like, I wanted to own a comedy club. He said, some of my best friends told me I'd never be able to own a comedy club. He's like, I cast them aside for a minute, went out on my own, did it, showed everybody I can do it. And look at me now, and I'm like, that's pretty cool.
I bet you that'd be a hell of a job.
Just being a comedy club owner?
Yeah. Dude. Other than dealing with the comedians, because I bet you there's some egos there.
I mean, he seems like, he's cool as hell. Like Bruce Ayers is top notch dude. For me to be like, to get some of my first knowledge of being a comedian.
So he actually knows some stuff?
He knows things.
Good.
He's
good mentor?
Great mentor. Like he'll definitely, every time I get off the main stage, like he'll be like, all right, come to the office. Let me tell you what you did right. Let me tell you what you did wrong.
Oh, that's good.
So he's definitely, hands on. He believes in you. And so, I left, feeling like I had him on my back,
Right. Right.
He's watching me from a distance, like, okay, let me see what you can do. So that's kind of like, motivating. Like one day I'll be back at the start on the main stage headlining.
Yeah.
Like that's the goal, but I got to go through it. I got to be, nationally known or worldwide known, and that's the path that I'm taking now. So
one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Where do you perform mostly now?
Just a little bit of everywhere. Like I'm really more independent now. So it's like if somebody hits me up, like it's a group of us comedians in town that work together. And so basically, there's like a manager type and a few of us that are actual, talent and stuff. And they'll hit me up like, hey, what are you doing here? Like nothing. And what are you doing here? Nothing. All right. So, it's always different spots.
Which is regionally or like nationwide? How does that get their name out there?
Well, nationwide, I kind of go out working at the Stardome for like 2.5 years. I met a lot of comedians, a lot of big name comedians, a lot of up and coming comedians, and they're from all over the country. So basically, I've kept in touch with them, kept it good with them, and so now starting in November, probably. That's when I first started, like, just saying, all right, let me just see if this will be good. Hit somebody up like, hey, I'll be in town in your city this day. You got anything going on? Yeah, come through. I'll put you on. So, just testing those out. That's really how, like, I started going from just Birmingham to Chattanooga.
Right.
Memphis and then LA.
I would think that'd be a huge advantage to travel more places because you get more chances of because if the right person hears you,
that's true. That's very true. Right person hears you, it's over with.
Yeah,
like you got it.
Boom.
And I've been in LA probably this will be my 5th time coming up in July since November, and it's been each time it's just gotten better and better to the point where all right, it's good.
Okay, so what's keeping you in Alabama? Is it family?
My parents live in Montgomery.
Okay.
And my parents are my only like biological family.
Right.
That I have.
So is that the only thing keeping you from going to like a bigger comedy city?
Right now I feel like I'm in a good location. I'm still taking in Birmingham. I didn't have a car for 2 years. I've been here for 4 years. 2 of the years in Birmingham I didn't have a car.
How did you get around?
I walked. everywhere. No.
Where'd
No
you live?
bullshit. I lived in Hoover.
Okay.
And I was working at the comedy club,
Okay.
but I lived in like all the apartments around the area of the comedy club.
Did you live by where me and Becca live?
I live by where you and Becca live now.
Chase Lake?
Yeah, Forest Lake.
No, I meant like in Hoover. Because we lived in Chase Lakes right there.
I stayed
Are you on the other side of 31?
I guess I'm still not familiar with.
Okay,
right,
the gallery.
I'm over like right by the comedy club, like literally where
Right.
the Hardee's, where the Arby's was.
Okay, yeah. Other side of 31.
Yeah, I'm over there.
Like, you know where the Steak and Shake is? And then the Mercedes dealership?
Yeah.
That's 31.
Okay. See? Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
See? Oh, shit. 31.
Yeah, we lived, if you pass the Mercedes dealership, and the next red light, you can take a left, and there's a Sam's Club.
Yeah.
You keep going until there's a stop sign, you take a right, and we're like 2 lefts that way.
Chase Lake, the apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's where we lived before we bought this house.
Yeah, I stayed on the other side of 31.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the best venue you've ever done in your past experience? Or what's the best you think, due to your past experience, to do comedy?
Man, that's tough because everybody's had like their meaning, like their specialness
like
about
each place?
themselves. Like each place to a point. But I would have to say I'm gonna have to go with the Stardome. Like,
Stardome?
Honestly, the Stardome, because I was
Nationwide?
there nationwide. And mind you, I haven't been to like New York. You know, I've only been to the Comedy Store in LA, the Comedy Store.
What was that like?
And oh my gosh,
there's some big names that just go to an open
there's
mic.
a wall. There's a wall. The hallway, like when you go in through the back, like the room that I was in, because there's like 3 different rooms there. And they're all pretty good size. So it's like just being there.
What do they call it? Like the green room? Is that what it's called?
No, the green room is like where you like chill.
Okay, I didn't
like
know what the green room is.
Where the comics go chill beforehand. All that. The room that I was in is called the belly room.
Okay.
And it's an upstairs room. And you go down this hallway, and it's just literally picture after picture after picture of just
balling ass
comedians back in the day.
It's like a Hall of Fame.
Yes. And I'm like, oh my God, Gary Shandling, Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock. Like, oh my God. And there's people that I know that I've talked to. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the Comedy Store. Like, I'm saying it like it's whatever. Like, I'm going to the Comedy Store. Like, you going to the Comedy Store? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the Comedy Store. Belly room. They're like, dude, you're going. I started there. And I'm like, oh, for real? Oh, shit. And I see the picture. I'm like, oh, shit. It's John
There's
Morgan.
a lot of big names just hang out there.
Hey, and the first 3 times that I was there.
How many times you been?
4.
That's awesome.
Been there 4.
I'm a little jealous.
Don't be jealous, man. You want to come with me next time?
Heck yeah.
Come on, man.
The Comedy Store's my jam, dude.
Come on, man.
I love comedy.
Man, we have a good time out there, man. I ran into Chris D'Elia.
Is he a cool dude?
He was cool as shit. Like,
Is he?
He's surrounded by like chicks, and he was supposed to be at the Stardome like a few months before, and he canceled on us. And so like I go up to him and I'm like, hey, how you doing? He's like, I'm doing good. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm a fan. I'm Jose. You know, I'm just like
trying not to fan out.
Not trying to fan out. You know, I got a cigarette in my hand and everything. Like, you know, I'm Jose. You know, I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. He's like, oh, okay, cool. What's up, man? I'm like, yeah, you know, just want to say, you know, just want to see how you were doing. And I saw a little bit of your set tonight because I had access to the room that he was in on the way to the belly room. So I kind of saw like 30 seconds of it. But he's a funny dude, funny as hell. So I'm like, hey, you know, see how you doing and everything. And I'm from the Stardome. He was like, Stardome? I'm like, yeah, there's a comedy club in Hoover. He was like, yeah, oh yeah, I know that place. I'm like, yeah, you canceled on us like out of nowhere, bro. Like we were almost sold out. We canceled. He was like, TV shit. And I'm like, oh, okay. He was like, but I'd love to get out there again. I was like, cool, you know, holla at me. Let me know something. He's like, all right, cool. And then I fade out. I'm like, I pull out my phone and I'm like, so can I get a picture?
Oh God.
He was like, yeah. I was like, can you get one of your women to take a picture of him? He was like, yeah. Hey, bitch. And he just points at this. I swear to you, man. He just points at this chick. He's like, hey, bitch, take a picture of us real quick. And I'm like, boom. Got a picture. It was awesome.
He really said, hey, bitch?
Yes, he did.
It
was
awesome.
fucking awesome. I'm like,
See, I haven't seen, The first time I ever really even heard of Chris D'Elia, I think it was the Justin Bieber roast where he just bombed. It was.
I mean, he was an unknown person. That's what it was. Like he was unknown
on that roast. Because I remember it saying Justin Bieber's favorite comedian.
Yeah.
And then I saw one skit he did, and I was like, and I couldn't really tell if it was a 50-50. He's gonna be a douchebag just because that's his demeanor on stage.
He has a douchebag demeanor about him, and I was hesitant to talk to him. I mean, first of all, that was my first time at the Comedy Store. And so I'm like, I'm nervous. I hadn't gone on stage yet. Like I go outside and smoke a cigarette because I'm like, all right, I'm next up. Let me go.
How big is the
Comedy Store?
Yeah, how many people? Like, what's the layout? I don't even know.
The room that I was in fit probably, I think, 90 or 100 people.
Damn, it's pretty big. I thought it was a lot smaller for some reason.
Yeah, and it's the smaller room.
Okay.
So it's like, I haven't been in the big room. I haven't been in the main room at all. So I don't know.
So the main room's where people film specials and shit on?
Right.
Okay.
But just to be in the Comedy Store.
What other big name celebrities were there?
I ran into Bobby Lee from Mad TV.
Yeah.
Little Asian dude.
Yeah.
He was cool as hell. He's actually like, he seemed like the type of comedian that just goes there just to hang out. Like, I mean, he was in like whatever. Like, he had on a flannel jumpsuit or some shit. Like he was straight out of fucking
he's a funny,
bed
goofy
or something, dude. So, and he was just up there. I'm like, oh, Bobby Lee, hey, can I get a picture? He's like, yeah. Takes a picture and he's like, all right, did you vote for Trump? I'm like, fuck no. He was like, all right, you cool with me? And I'm like, all right, cool. Just like random. He's just talking to people. I'm like, word, this is cool. This is like the scene in LA is totally different than the scene here as far as the comedians.
What is the scene like? Okay, in comparison to like, Atlanta, New York, LA, Seattle, like in comparison, like if it was on
like the scene here?
Yeah, if you had to rank it.
I mean,
those are top notch. And then,
I've never been to New York, so I don't know how the New York scene is. But compared to the LA scene, I'll say this. We're really close here.
Close knit.
We're close knit to each other.
Okay.
Like like I said, we all have different relationships with each other where, okay, I got this show come up. Well, I think I need such and such and such and such. Well, in this show, I think I'm just going to use such and such and this other person. But we don't have as much going on as they do in LA as far as like the venues and the spots. Like if we're doing stuff on a consistent basis, we're either at the Stardome or most of us meet up at the Stardome. If not at the Stardome, we're everywhere else in Alabama or in the Southeast just cheering each other on. But in LA, you got the Comedy Store and then like a few blocks down, you have the Laugh Factory. So it's like, oh, okay, you gonna be at the Laugh Factory? All right, I'll be there tonight. And you got like a group of them there, and then like the entourage goes from the Laugh Factory to the Comedy Store, and then vice versa, and then they'll go somewhere in San Bernardino or something like that. It's more. If Birmingham had more clubs, consistent clubs, then it'll be the same way. We could probably rival any big city.
Well, we don't have that many people in comparison, and obviously it's
That's
LA,
true.
So they're gonna have a lot more talented.
That's true.
Like not talented, but more talent.
Yeah.
Higher number. That's why Hoover's always better at football. They got 5,000 bitches to pick from. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Very true.
Birmingham's tiny. Like I think I saw somewhere where it's like Australia is like almost the size of the continental U.S., but the state of California has like more population.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I can see that.
A lot of people.
That's a lot of people. I mean,
so what's on average? How long's your bit?
My set.
There we go. Bit's a joke, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got a different term. I just call it a joke.
Okay. A set. That's a set.
My set right now, the longest set that I've done would probably be about, I think I just recently did a 20-minute set out in Anniston. But they usually range right now from...
Where'd you go at Anniston?
There's actually a comedy club
Bullshit.
in Anniston, the Happy Hour Comedy Club. I don't know where.
I play softball out there like almost every weekend.
Oh, it's out there. It's off of the main exit.
I'm trying to think which one.
Like at the
It's like we're downtownish area.
I
It
guess
looks kind
like
of like an older town.
yeah, I can see it's right by a car dealership, so it's like it's probably like 2 or 3 miles into Anniston.
I've probably driven by it so many times.
And you don't even know it's there. Yeah. I mean, I've passed it with GPS. So it's not like as known. But I mean, it's a cool little spot. I mean, they just opened up not too long ago. I think they transitioned it from a restaurant to a comedy club and restaurant. And so
cool.
they have a stage area and everything. And it's popping. You know, it could pop more.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Anniston. So, I mean, you can only get so many people. Like
that's why I was surprised when you said Anniston.
Right.
They have a comedy club?
But then D Ford's, which is in it's a little town right outside of Anniston.
Familiar?
It's a old barn right off of the exit before you get to I think it's either before the bridge or after the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, that place is amazing.
Really?
Yes, it's amazing. And one of my friends, she got hooked up there, and then they had her doing shows. Like she did the first show, it was almost sold out. She was like, okay, come back in 2 weeks, another set.
So how often do you perform?
I try to perform as often as possible, but it's kind of hard. Like, I'm not gonna say it's hard. It's up to me, basically. I could perform every week if I wanted to. I could perform at least 2 times every week if I really wanted to. Now, life happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes my job gets me tired,
Mm-hmm.
and those days off, I choose to keep them days off. You know, like my Wednesday, no lie, like my Wednesdays are like no phone, no nothing, straight sleep. Like tomorrow is different because I got things I got to do, but most of the time, straight sleep. Like nobody contacts me on Wednesday because they know. I'm like, if you contact me, you're not gonna hear from me till Thursday. You might see me out, you might not. I might go to the and everything's like right down the street.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
walk for 2 years.
Yes. So it's like boom, I've got the car now. So I'm just like pew, go, pow, 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 go right back to the house.
I'll give you that. That was the one thing I liked about Hoover. Anything you need was within a mile.
Yes.
The traffic sucked dick, but
see, traffic didn't
hell, you were
affect
walking.
me. I was walking, so my whole time with Hoover literally was like on foot. So I mean,
hell, you're probably moving faster than they were.
Exactly.
That's
I was.
smart.
I'm like, oh, stop sign, keep going. Red
And when
light.
people make fun of you, you can be like, environment,
Shit.
bro. Looking for,
trying
all the
to
hipsters
trying to
would
stay
love you,
green, man. Stay green, hipsters. What's up?
dude, hipsters are
I'm
worth
down with everybody.
I usually can't stand hipsters. They drive me crazy. No, the only time I've ever been in the Stardome was that one time when me and Becca saw you.
Right.
And then the only other time I heard it was when I went and saw Dave Chappelle when he came out here for 420, and he shit all over it.
I was there for that. I was there for that show on 420.
So
it was
good.
last year.
Was it last year?
It
Or
was
2 years
last
ago?
year. It was.
Either way, I'm
Yep.
so glad I got the second show.
You second show too?
Yes.
He had to do with the dreads.
Yes.
That was from
shut the hell
5.
up.
Dude, he asked
I
me a
was
cigarette.
pissed.
And then I was like, dude, come on, man, for real? And then I'm just like, okay, it's funny as hell. Like,
Yeah, but
he's
think
going
about the
with it.
first show, because the first show was strict on time because
because the second show. That's why you always go second shows.
I was getting so pissed. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, he's not even getting to his fucking.
All second show, man.
It
Always
went on
second
until
show.
like 12.
Yes,
I was like,
it was,
fuck
and I
yes.
was like, I was high as shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, dude, I dropped some dimes. I spent $250. I had
Really?
like the best seat you can get.
Man, I was like cool with just being in there.
Oh, I
Like,
know.
I was like toward the
killed
back,
it.
but not all the way in the back. Like, I was middle back ish. And it was me, my sister, one of our friends, and a homegirl of mine. Because I was dating a chick when I bought the tickets, and by the time the show came, it was deuces, and I was like, "Fuck, I need to do something with this ticket." So I hit my homegirl. I'm like, "Hey, you want to go? Come on, you ain't doing shit. Let's go, hang out with us."
Yeah, that's right when me and Becca started dating again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Same situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just the way he just sets up his jokes, his delivery. It's like he's like a wizard.
Like Dave Chappelle is in my top 5.
Okay, give me your your top 5 comedians.
My top 5 comedians of all time.
Give me your Mount Rushmore.
My Mount Rushmore is going to be Richard Pryor.
Of course.
Eddie Murphy.
Of course.
Dave Chappelle. Martin Lawrence. And Bernie Mac.
It's fair.
Yeah. Now, 6 and 7 are Chris Rock and Jerry Seinfeld.
You like Jerry
I
Seinfeld?
love Jerry Seinfeld. Like, Seinfeld is like one of my favorite shows of all
Really?
time.
I feel like there's
him.
2 types of people on this planet. You're either a Seinfeld person or you can't stand Seinfeld.
I've ran into people that can't stand Seinfeld. I'm like, well, don't talk to me, man.
I'm one of them.
You can't stand Seinfeld?
It's not like I can't stand it. I can't watch it. Like, if it's on, I'll watch it. But I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
man.
never going out of my way to watch Seinfeld.
If it's on in a series,
Mhm.
I'm there. Like, you got my attention for the next hour, 2 hours, however long it's going to be on.
As long as, Kramer? Is he the guy who yelled the N-word?
Yes.
Yeah. As long as there's a bunch of him in it, I can watch it.
Kramer's
He's crazy. He's
I
funny.
mean, the time is, is past, and I think I forgive Kramer. I don't know if people know this. I am a black guy, by the way. I know the Jose thing.
Oh, yeah. Throwing you off.
I'm a black dude, so I forgive Kramer, Michael Richards, whatever his name is. I forgive him. Because, I mean.
Okay, going back to that. Do you have any Hispanic in you? Or
I was a Puerto Rican, my
like
dad's
distance?
side.
Or you're, okay.
But that's kind of distant. Like, we're all. I made a joke at the bar a few weeks ago because, like, a lot of people ask me that. And it gets, like, tiresome. Like, we had to answer that same way for, like, 8 different times in the night.
Right.
So I just, like, I laid it out and I was like, pretty much it's a light-skinned village in Chicago. That's where I'm from.
I was just about to
light-skinned
say.
village in Chicago. I was like,
I would make up some crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at my family, like, all my family we're all the same shade for the most part. Maybe a little bit darker, maybe a little bit lighter, but we're all just
latte.
Yellow. Yeah, we're just latte, caramel latte.
Good color.
So
right in the middle.
Yeah, and it's like, all right, it's a lot. It's Native American, it's Puerto Rican, it's all kind of stuff in my family. So it's just like, hey, I'm just me.
Hey, from a distance, no one can profile you. Nobody what I mean?
Can profile me. That's why I haven't been pulled over yet because I look white from a distance.
You have a slight tint. Like, is he?
It was like in summertime it's tan. In the wintertime I get like lighter too. Like it's fucked up. Like like my ass is
white
like
people
white.
Problems, man.
But hey, I got them all.
You get them both.
White people problems and black people problems. Oh man.
Okay, we got your Mount Rushmore of comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the closest to your style? Because I've never actually I heard you at that roast thing,
and that wasn't really stand up.
Yeah.
That was more so just going off the top of your head. And by the way, on that roast thing, I think me and Hollywood.
Who's that?
Hollywood was a young man. He was in the competition too. He had the baseball cap on. I think he went to the finals. I think he went against the guy Charlie, who I went against in the first round and got eliminated by.
You went against the guy who looked like the dude from Men in Black?
Yes.
You know, crazy dude?
Yeah. I went against him. But Hollywood was the first round. I'm trying to think who was Hollywood. He was
white or black?
Black dude. Had the ball cap on.
Red? Or am I thinking of your hat? I don't even know.
I think my hat was red. I mean, it was all
Who's
about
in
me.
charge of that audio? That's what I want to know.
That was the fuck.
That was some straight up boo boo. I couldn't hear anything.
It was like I didn't know nobody heard, like, because he heard me, like Charlie heard me and I heard him and we were laughing, we were cracking each other up. Like that was the crazy part. Like
I was like
every time we would say something, like we were laughing harder than the audience. And then when I get off stage, like my roommate was like, bro, I couldn't hear you at all.
I don't know
and I'm
what
like,
the hell you
what?
said.
He was like, no, I didn't hear you at all. But I'm like, oh, dude, I had a chick up there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to like,
yeah, it was bad.
Smash on this chick, and
you ruined it, bro. Whoever did that speakers, man,
it's fucking horrible, bro.
It was.
And I was like, I think I won low key. But I mean, Charlie was like, hey, bro, you did great. You know, I mean, the end of the day, I met new comedians. Network,
They were from, what's it, Memphis?
Memphis. Yeah. So it's Memphis versus Tuscaloosa. Oh, Memphis versus Birmingham. So, I mean, we were cool, you know. It didn't get like personal, but at the same time, like I left out after I wasn't in it anymore. I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah, we were starving.
Yeah,
we
was just like
deuce.
Had a couple drinks and dipped out. And had a wonderful night that night. Thank you, ladies.
Dude, there were so many microbreweries now. There's like 78 of them in Birmingham.
And it's crazy because I started working at Sky Castle in September.
What's Sky Castle?
Sky Castle
is that White Castle's cousin?
No, I guess. Well, I mean, to a point, it's a bigger, better, beautifuler.
Where is it?
It's in Lakeview, Birmingham.
I'm trying to think.
Over by, where Red Martini used to be?
Yeah.
And you know where Hattie B's and Babalu's?
Mm-hmm.
It's
by Jack Brown's stuff?
Yeah, it's right across from Jack Brown's.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's on the far left.
It's in the middle.
It's on the middle by Jimmy John's?
Yeah, right by Jimmy John's.
Word.
Yeah. So I started working there, they got like a huge bar. And a lot of people don't know a little backstory. I call myself the funny bartender. That's like a little hashtag of mine. That's something that I go on because I've been bartending way longer than I've been doing stand up. But I got my stage presence from bartending because you had to work the whole bar, and so
right.
You get in one position and you just work
the audience
bar,
type deal.
Get the drinks. Boom. Tell them
so you're not a comedian just stands there.
Nah, I work.
It has a drink on the stool right next to you.
Nah, I can't. Like, I might be able to do that, but I'm not gonna stand long. If I'm doing like a 5-minute set, I might do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like a 20-30 minute set, I'm gonna be walking all around.
Right. I'm too ADD for that.
Yeah, it's just like,
and I feel like acting out your jokes part of
it helps better. It helps. It helps deliver it more. The people get more of you in the joke.
Right.
If you're really into it. And I do. Not saying that the stand up, the general stand up comedian that just stands there isn't as funny as the physical comedian. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's all about the joke.
Right. Because Louis C.K. doesn't move much.
No, but he's fucking hilarious as hell. Bill Burr and
Bill Burr.
Oh my gosh. Let me get me started.
Did you hear shit about you hear about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn it!
I don't know how I feel about that.
You don't? I'm having a watch party here.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to come. When is it?
26th August.
August 26th.
I like both of them.
I don't like Conor McGregor. Like, I don't like Conor McGregor is a fucking asshole.
He is.
But Floyd Mayweather's a dick too.
Well, you got to think they're both like that. Well, I think Floyd's more of an asshole than Conor.
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna tell you why I think Conor's more of an asshole. Because somebody interviewed him a few months ago. It might have even been like a year ago or something. And he was supposed to fight a guy. And it was like, who do you think will win between a fight between you and Jesus? I don't know why they asked him that, but they asked him that. He
said Jesus?
Yes. The dude asked him, like, you and Jesus, who would win? He was like, come on, man. Of course I'd win. I beat anyone that was alive, but he might not be alive. So I don't know. Of course I knocked Jesus out. And I'm like,
was he fighting a Jesus?
No, it was just a regular ass dude he was fighting. And it was like a few weeks before the fight. It was the fight that he lost. And it was like, well, that's why he lost. Like, right. It's like, oh my gosh, fucking, you lost because you said you're going to beat Jesus' ass. And Jesus was like, well, wow, watch this. But I mean, he's
still a bad dude.
He is a bad dude. And that's why it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't want either one of them to win. Yeah. Honestly, I want them just like a double knockout. Like, I want it to be like a UFC fight.
Have you seen that MMA fight that actually happened?
No.
They simultaneously threw a punch and they knocked each other out.
No.
Simultaneously.
Did it?
Yes.
Like, that's not like a movie. That's real
legit.
Shit. Oh my god.
It was a long time ago. But yeah.
Dude. I gotta look that shit up.
Do it. They literally, one throws a right and one throws a left, and they both like comatose. Just
it was a draw. Glass chins, man.
The way obviously Floyd has the advantage. He's been boxing
because he's a boxer.
He's like 78 years old, but Conor mainly a striker, and he has to worry. No one ever brings this up, and I wonder if this is I don't know shit about fighting, so. He has to worry about takedowns, kicks, elbows, all this other shit. when he goes into the ring, you only have to worry about fighting. You think that would like kind of even out his like?
I mean,
you see what I'm saying? All you have to do is worry
yeah,
about
because now
boxing.
he's only worried about the feet, and the hands instead of like the feet wrestling, anything like that. So I mean, I think it's gonna be a good fight. Like it's gonna be a great fight. I'm not gonna lie. I really hope that it goes some rounds. I hope that it's a fight that we can look at 10 years from now and be like, man, that was a great fight. That was the most interesting fight. Because I'm not gonna lie, Floyd Mayweather hadn't had many great fights.
He's not very entertaining to watch.
No, he's all hype.
Wizard.
He's all hype, beforehand, leading up to the fight. The HBO specials are more entertaining than the fights.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Dad.
Yeah, his dad is fucking gold,
Crazy.
man. His dad's gold as shit, man. Like, put his dad in the ring. This is like, yo, man, I'm gonna fuck the body up real quick.
There's something that tells me, because like everyone's saying this is gonna be a waste of money. It's gonna be freaking publicity, blah, blah, blah. But I have a feeling it's gonna be a lot closer than people think.
I mean, if they go 6 rounds, they go half of what they're supposed to go, I'll be good with that.
I say if they go 3 to 6 rounds, Conor wins. Because that's the only way. If that's Conor's window to win. If it goes any further, Floyd's gonna pull away.
I don't know.
Because that means he knocked him out. So I know Floyd's not gonna knock him out.
But see, isn't like a normal fight in UFC, was it 5 rounds or 3 rounds?
Depends. In MMA, it's a championship bout is 5 5-minute rounds, and just a regular's 3 3-minute rounds.
And boxing, was it
12 2-minute rounds?
12 2-minute rounds.
It's also grappling and shit is so freaking exhausting.
You like UFC?
Yeah.
That's good shit.
When I was young and dumb, we used to host fight nights at my house.
Did you?
Yeah. Dude, man. That was the most exhausting 3 minutes ever. We'd like chug a beer, but hold my beer, watch this, and go fight.
Dude, I had a guy I worked with at Carrabba's back in the day, and
My
he
sister
was
just worked there.
Really? Birmingham? I worked there for him. What's his name?
Jessica. It was a while back, probably about 13 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I was like, well, hold up, man. I think I know Jessica from there. No, damn, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I worked with a guy, and he was like skinny white dude, but he was super trained in boxing, and he was like spot on. So for whatever reason, all the guys at work decided, all the cool guys, I was like, we want to go and box. We want to be boxers. So we met up at this guy's house, and he trained us. And that first day of training was like the worst shit ever, because all he said was punch for 30 seconds.
I can do that.
I was like,
shit.
man, what 30 seconds? Man, that's nothing, man. Like 15. I'm like,
seconds later.
okay. Give me some water.
That's why they actually breathe. You know, when they when they punch, they he's like,
he taught us about all that, and I was like, man, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Boxing is hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. A few months ago, I'm not proud of this, but I'll put this out there just so y'all know. Don't fuck with me. But I slapped the shit out of a guy. I open hand slapped a grown ass man because he called me a bitch. I was having a bad day, and he had an ass whooping coming to him for a while.
What, a Tuesday, right before your Wednesday?
It was a Monday.
Ooh.
Right. It was the Monday, and I worked that morning, and that was just one of those days. And I slapped the shit out of him, and then we wrestled, and I won. Like, let's get this straight. I won. But my arm has been fucked up ever since, and all I did was slap this guy. Like, just, it was open hand, kind of, sort of, at an angle. Wow, like just doing this shit right here, that shit hurts.
You're getting old, man.
I'm getting old. I'm 34 years old. I'm getting old. I'm old up in here. Fucking old.
How old are you?
34.
Damn.
Don't look it though. Cause black don't crack.
Word.
That's right.
My brother-in-law's 33, I think. Yeah, I play softball with everybody around that age.
See, so that makes you better because you're younger than everybody else.
I guess.
That's your tactic. Yeah,
man. I look like a stud.
How old are you? 38. Go ahead, man. Can you come with us, man?
I'm 26 going on 46. Like, I have bad knees. Like, on long weeks, when I sit down at night, they turn bright red and start radiating
Oh,
heat.
they turn colors.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you need to get you like some knee pads or some shit.
Yeah. My mom thinking I have arthritis. I was
Already?
rough. I didn't take care of my body. I was just kind of ignored pain.
Yeah, say fuck it. I'm just going, man, I'm tough it out. Yeah, I'm the man.
Terrible idea. Kids, when your parents say, listen to them, they've been through it, don't push them off because they actually know their shit.
Mm-hmm.
When you're young, you're like, you don't know. It's different, Mom. No, it's the exact freaking same.
Like everything my mom says, my mom and my dad, everything they say comes true.
Yeah, as hard as it is to admit it, you're like, shit, they're right.
Like, yo, stop. Like my mom, like I do this Forrest Whitaker thing where I flip my eye and shit. I'm so glad this is a podcast, so I can't have to look at the TV camera and do it and shit.
We're working on that.
But
actually, I got my mounts over there. I just haven't set it up.
Shit. It's on. Next time I'll do the Forrest Whitaker, I promise.
Yes.
But I do this Forrest Whitaker thing, and my mom was like, you need to stop making fun of that man. And I'm like, Mom, it's just a joke. Like, everybody makes fun of Forrest Whitaker. I'm just able to do it physically.
Yeah.
Your kids are going to come out like that. I'm like, that's fucked up.
Man, don't you tell me not to make fun of Forrest Whitaker.
But
that man's making a shit ton of money.
A shit ton and then some.
I could say it to his face. He'd probably just be like,
bro, like, excuse
laughing
me,
all over the
Forrest
bank.
Whitaker. Excuse me, Mr. Whitaker. I'm going to show you this real quick. And I fucking just flashed the eye on him. I flashed it on a few comedians. I flashed it. I'm going to tell you, like, straight up.
Is it good?
Oh, they loved it. Like,
save it. I want to see it.
Kevin Hart's buddy was there, but he wasn't. He was in the office.
That dude knows how to run that game.
Oh, my gosh. Kevin Hart's awesome.
He's got a lot of money.
He's got tons of money. I don't know why he was even in Birmingham, but thank you for coming to Birmingham.
Is that when he ran the track at the Hyatt against the LSU track team?
I think so. I think it was like the same, like a few days before or a few days afterwards. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, because he came on a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday night, and they shut the club down. It was invite only, like no tickets sold. It was invite only because it was for the his show, Heart of the City.
Mm-hmm.
And he shot it in Birmingham with Funny Man.
Where's he from?
Philly.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he sold off that stadium.
The stadium, yeah. I'm an Eagles fan, by the way, so go Eagles. You know,
you an Eagles fan?
I'm a huge Eagles fan.
I'm a Saints fan.
That's all right, man. Y'all better than us right now.
No.
I mean, y'all got Drew Brees.
Yeah, that's all we got.
Hey.
Pisses me off. Like, dude, do something.
Drew Brees is like, I didn't realize how great of a quarterback Drew
Brees
is. He's awesome.
He's the most respected, disrespected quarterback ever, if that makes any sense.
I can see that.
Because it's always Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and then they always try to put someone above him. They even put Matt Ryan above him.
Oh.
But you know what? Who has better stats than him for like 10 straight years? Drew Brees.
Yes. I was seeing that over the last season. Like, they were just, when they show up like random stats, like Drew Brees' name was in all of them. Like,
yeah.
The fuck?
He's passed for 5,000 yards in the last 5 out of 8 years. He has 0 MVPs.
Nobody said shit.
Bullshit, man. And we can't even get a freaking roadblock to just get in the damn way. Like, just stop somebody. We averaged almost 30 points a game, and we went 7-9.
At least I had a championship.
Don't even get me started.
It's all right. Who did
y'all get? Or did y'all just lose a bunch of people?
We just lost a lot of people. We lost a coach. You know, we're in a rehashing stage.
I got to get D. Of course, when we get rid of Malcolm Jenkins, he becomes a fucking stud. The Eagles. I'm an NFL guy. I know it's weird around here because everyone's a Bama or a
Roll Tide.
Hell yes, Saban Nation.
Roll Tide.
All right, back to comedy.
All right.
I'm getting sidetracked here. You said that you've done about, the longest is about 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Set. How difficult is it to build content? Like, and where do you get the material? Like, where do you get the...
I feel like my comedy comes from life.
Right.
And
you just kind of spin things, or...
I spin it to the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my first show that I ever did that I got paid for was with Roy Wood Jr. and Rocky Dale Davis. And Roy Wood talked to me after the show, and he was like, "You want to do this full time? You want to do this for the rest of your life?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Well, you did great tonight," because that room was all white. It was in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, you got to play to everybody.
Got to play to everybody. And he was like, "You made these white people laugh. That's great." He's like, "Keep that up." He's like, "But put yourself in a position where no matter what kind of crowd you have, you'll be able to relate to them."
Mm-hmm.
So when he told me that, I was like, okay. So just relatable stuff. Like, you have some comedians that are strictly race appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you put a comedian that's strictly blacks in front of like an all white crowd, they're not going to have that same vibe.
Right. As
they are with,
kind of like when crowd. I went to the Stardome the last time when I saw you.
Mm-hmm.
It was in a pretty tense moment in U.S. That was like right in the heart of the Black Lives Matter and the police brutality thing. So that's all I freaking heard.
Yeah.
And like they were just making some it was in the opposite of what you were saying. It was like borderline they were purposely not trying to tend to the white audience.
No, they were just trying to get
well, it was majority a black audience, so I guess that's why.
Yeah, but I mean,
but still, and two other people.
But still, you have to look at the crowd like as a country,
Yeah,
it's you're gonna have mixed crowd. Like, it's very rare that you're gonna have a single color
right
in the crowd. Now you're gonna have a majority and a minority.
Some people can pull it off though. Like Katt Williams. He went off race, but I don't know how. You know what I mean?
Katt Williams is a genius, man.
He is
like
a genius.
lot of people,
he's insane.
He's crazy as hell. I love Katt Williams, man. I respect the hell out of Katt Williams. He's crazy, but he's so
Pimp Chronicles.
Oh
classic.
My gosh, he's just like everything that he does.
Yeah,
is classic.
I haven't seen much of his new stuff.
I think the last thing he did was like
when he called out Kevin Hart.
Yeah, we're not gonna. That's haterism, man. We all uplift each other.
Yeah. I don't know. He says he's not on drugs, but
he's on something.
He's on something.
Man.
No, I think Pimp Chronicles was one of the most quoted stand-ups.
Was that the pimping? Not the pimping.
Shimananaya, you should have bought a Honda. He's talking about white friends and smoking weed and all that stuff. Yeah. Then, he's wearing a green suit.
That's Tink Tink. Is that the one with Tink Tink?
Probably. Little bent back paper clips.
Yes. Polo Tink Tink.
I couldn't tell you how many times I've watched that stand up. It's not nearly the amount I've seen Killing Them Softly by Dave Chappelle, but
Killing Them Softly is amazing.
Oh my god. I know every word.
Killing Them Softly is
starts off with DMX.
Yeah.
Then he's like, "Welcome to the historic Lincoln Theater." And he's like, Dave Chappelle. Yeah, I know every word. I've listened to it like 7,000 times.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it is what's up, dude. I'm not telling you. Dave Chappelle's my man.
Chappelle's the shit, man. Have you seen his new stuff? Of course you've seen it. Of course you've seen it probably several times.
Dude, that his bit about the setup. I'm not going to tell you anything else, but with Crosby.
Oh my god.
Good God. It's like 5 minutes and he brings it down. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so perfect. Okay, throwing money aside, what's your favorite type of show to do? Like, it was like an open mic or just like a headliner, like what the most fun for you?
I think right now, definitely headlining. And I've headlined a few shows, but not many.
Okay, what's it take to get like an hour show? Or like a 45-minute set? Or
it takes time. It takes hard work. It takes a dedication to the craft, because you're gonna have to try those jokes out They're gonna have to be able to work. They're gonna have to be able to work consistently.
How hard is it to make that much content flow?
It's difficult. Like joke writing is it comes natural to me, but I'm a old school poet.
Okay.
So I've been a writer like since I was 10 years old.
I forgot to ask you like what style of comedy you do. Like,
oh man,
so I don't think did you answer when I asked which comedian is most similar to your style? Did I even ask that?
You asked that, and I think that's how we got into the Mount Rushmore.
Okay. Yeah.
That's how we got into that. I don't really, because my style at this point is still evolving.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that I really don't see a comedian like me, not being conceited or anything like that, but I just don't, not at this moment.
You're
in
not
my
shackled
career.
down to one thing.
Yeah, because I might do like a couple one-liners. I might tell a story. You know, I might.
Depends on the joke.
Yeah, it just depends on how the joke goes and how I feel like I could bring it the most humor out of whatever situation that I'm talking about.
There's different kinds of stand-up. Like Dimitri Martin, his stand-up's completely different.
Yeah,
he's like a more theatrical version of a guy who just sits there and tells corny jokes.
Yeah, he was popping for a minute, then he kind of just like fell off. Like
yeah,
he
did.
You know, and then he just popped up, and it was something I was watching like a couple months ago, and I saw him, and I was like, oh shit, it's Dimitri Martin.
People like that pissed me off though. Like he was like in his third year at Harvard Law or something, just dropped out and decided he wanted to be a comedian. And freaking worked. Like that was me. I'd be flipping burgers or some shit.
I don't want to do law anymore. You finna work at Burger King.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That or be sucking dick on the street or something. Dude, that's my life, man. Shit, what were we talking about before that?
Styles of comedy, or
like I don't mean to just because it's so because I realize how difficult it is to like build a big long comedy show.
Yeah, and
it's even more impressive with the comedians that like set it up and then somehow intertwine.
Oh man,
where they're like setting up a joke but you don't know it yet and then they say it later. God, I'm like,
later, yeah.
Like how much practice?
That's like something that I would love to be able to do.
I feel like a lot of it's
nature.
Yeah, a lot of practice early on, and then it becomes
definitely
second nature towards the end.
And that's basically what stand up is altogether. Like I was told at one point that, because at the beginning I was trying different things. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna be that comedian that never does the same joke twice, and I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And
but shouldn't you do it?
You should.
Shouldn't you?
You should do
practice
jokes
your set
a lot. Like you should, yes, over and over and over
master
again. Master it. Make it seem like it's like you're just talking, or make it seem like it's second nature. Like to the point where you don't seem like you're performing on stage. You're just on stage
and trying different ways of delivery and stuff.
Yeah, and that's part of that's also part of the process too. Like I feel like, I've been told by stand-up comedians that in the position that I'm in right now, so early in the game, like I'm in a prime position, because it's like, well, damn, you're shit at year 3, you're where I was at year 8.
Because I hear year 5's where it's like you start, really like, making headway.
You know, but I did it. You know, I guess I kind of went in the back door. You know, I went to the comedy club, worked there, and then started my career there.
I'm sure you watched a bunch of shows.
It was like I'm getting access to comedians that I wouldn't even look up on YouTube or have even an idea who they are. You know, some of them are really good friends of mine now. Just like, wow, like, dude, why aren't you on fucking HBO right now? Like, oh my gosh, dude, you're funny as shit. You know, and it's like, and when you see them get those opportunities, it does. You know, like for instance, like I've known Funny Man since I started.
He's funny, dude.
Funny Man is hilarious.
He was headlining when I went.
Okay. Yeah, Funny Man is hilarious. Me and Funny Man have a mutual friend, Roderick Minger, who I've known since junior high school back in Montgomery. We graduated high school together, and everything. He's known Funny Man since college because they went to Stillman together. They're frat brothers. He booked Funny Man's first ever comedy show for him. Now, Rod Menger is also a stand-up comedian in Atlanta. And so our friendship is like, okay, I know you through him. And then once he found out who I was like, oh, you okay. Then we got closer. And then once, like, was last football season when his Roll Tide videos like just went.
I was gonna ask,
insane,
is that the same guy?
Like, that's the same guy, and that's the dude from our radio station here.
That's funny.
And I mean, like, I was so proud of him.
Radio station.
95.7.
95.7.
Yeah.
Do you know what's his name? Sturdivant? Chris Lewis. He has a show. I went to high school with him.
On 95.7.
On 95.7.
No, because I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to radio a lot.
I don't listen to radio at all.
I'm all freaking Spotify and CDs.
Spotify.
I still have CDs.
I have CDs.
I'm old school, bro. I still like, I got new
you have
Kendrick
the CD
Lamar.
player you had back in grade school.
That over here.
Every time the bus hits the bump, it skips.
Boom, it skips on you. Like, God, come on, find another way. Find another way.
The struggles of a 90s kid.
I was running my 80s baby up in here.
You had a Walkman.
I had a Walkman and a portable CD player.
Yeah.
I remember my first CDs.
Oh man. You ever think about CDs? They're so flawed.
Dude, I mean,
like, why would you make something so fragile?
So fragile. I mean, like, nobody knows how to hold a CD. Like, everybody's holding their thumbprint on it and shit and start skipping. What's going on with it? Flip it over and wipe it off, bitch. Yeah. Like, it's
blowing on it. Dude, I don't care. You could put that thing, you take it out of the case once.
That's it.
And you put it back in there. Come back a month later, scratches all over it.
All over it. I'm like, why the hell?
What demons in there?
Hair? What the hell? Like, the CD demons.
Struggle, bro.
The struggle is real.
Struggle. Okay, what's it like? I don't know if, because you're such a boss. I don't know if you ever experienced this. But what's it like to be telling jokes and realizing no one's laughing, and you're like, oh shit, I'm bombing right now.
Oh,
like emergency. What the hell do I do?
I'm gonna tell you what I've had that happen.
I'd quit. I wouldn't be able to rebound from that.
I had it happen, and it wasn't that my jokes weren't funny. It was the venue, and the venue was basically it was a club, like a nightclub / strip club.
So and all that nightclub / strip club business is going on while you're.
It was, yeah. I mean, like, not the business itself, but the people. It was out in Cusetta, Alabama, which is
the hell is that?
Exactly. I don't even know how the fuck I ended up there, but I did. My homeboys, you know, they from Montgomery. They stand-up comedians. They're fucking amazing. They gave me opportunity. I jumped on it. D'Anthony Turner. Wonderful dude, good dude, hilarious guy. He's definitely on his way, like, soon.
He up and comer?
He's very up and comer. He's been doing it for about 6 years, I believe. And like, he's opened up open mic apps. Like, he was on Atlanta. He was on the season finale of Atlanta. And he had probably the scene-stealing scene. He was on there for probably like 2 minutes. And his 2 minutes, like,
bam, that's
boom,
it.
Just took it over. And he had us up in Cusetta and everything, and it was just like they wanted to talk to each other. They were, you know, they're sitting at tables and they were just talking to each other. So it was like nobody was laughing because nobody was listening. Mm-hmm. Nobody was paying attention. And the people that were listening, you know, they were laughing, but it was a majority of not listening.
Right.
And so I just went through it. Like, I just was like, I can't break down. I can't be like, dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have 15 minutes. I'm going to do 15 minutes regardless because somebody's listening.
Hey, master your craft. Yeah, make one guy laugh, you know? And
that's all it took, you know? So that's how that is. But I mean, that's how I would handle anything. Just keep going, you know, just keep doing it because somebody's there.
Right.
Just listen. Somebody might need that laugh. Somebody's going to be like, oh, that was a funny joke. Like, they weren't paying attention.
I'm going to go cure cancer now. And you just, boom. That one joke.
Like, you know what I'm
cure
saying?
cancer.
Cancer's cured. Jose Cook's help. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, going back to working on your, when we said you redo material, master it, when does it become to a point where you're like, okay, I need new material? You don't want to be the same shit over and over again.
I'm always working on new material, and how I do it.
Do you kind of slowly transition into your existing?
Yeah,
okay,
that's
the one thing that puzzled me about stand-up comedy is like, when do they know it's the right time?
And then when I have like more of a platform where I'm going like 52 cities in a year, things like that, then I'll be able to really filter it out.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like, okay, let me try this.
Okay, they haven't seen this.
Yeah. And then when I get ready to tape something or anything, they're like, all right, this joke worked, that one worked. You take all the winnings and you just.
I feel like when you're ready to tape, or like when someone's ready to do a special or something, you're like, all right, this material's
like, this is
it.
Yeah,
this is gonna end it. Because as soon as it's out there,
you can't turn it back. You can't redo it. Like, it's like,
all right, I'm done with this shit.
You said it the other way the first time. I seen it on TV the first time. Like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, kind of like when Dave Chappelle with his $20 million or a piece specials on Netflix.
Dude.
The second one was basically the skit we saw.
We saw it here in Birmingham. Exactly.
I like the one in Birmingham way better.
I did too.
He talked about fucking feet more.
But the show we went to was different because that guy, dude. I mean, he went, like you said, he went 30 minutes before he even got to his set.
He didn't throw him out.
No, he didn't. He was like, hey, the cops came and everything. And it was like, no, y'all relax. Get this man a cigarette. Beer. Gave him a beer and everything. Dude lit the cigarette in the fucking venue. Like, hey, no, bro, come on now. You got to smoke outside. Like, come on, guy.
Not knowing that the show was going to go to a minute, I was getting pissed.
I had a great time.
I was drunk.
Chappelle. I mean, I was high as fuck. I had like 2 brownies. I had smoked like 3 blunts, and then I had smoked with my sister, and we was like, oh, we was lit.
Not including all the old ladies yelling,
man.
Glad you're back, Dave. We love you, Dave. David Chappelle.
What do you think about the conspiracy that he's a clone?
Clone of what? Who would clone somebody?
An Illuminati clone.
Oh, that's just crazy.
Illuminati clone, bro.
That's who says shit like that?
Same people that says Gucci Man's a CIA clone.
Gucci Man is not a CIA clone. Gucci Man worked hard to get those abs.
Dude, you look good now, man.
Hey, man, Gucci Man is like an Atlanta sex symbol. Like, no bullshit. Like, bitch be like, I want some Gucci Man. Like, you get you some Gucci Man there, bitch.
Dude, man. But I guess it's the same way because Dave came back like rip as hell, and then he came back like 90 pounds lighter.
Yeah, man. But I mean, if you're gonna look at it, I think Gucci Man look better than Dave Chappelle, like physically. No homo. Just how they look right now, because Gucci's like.
Well, yeah, he lost 90 pounds.
Pow. I mean,
making
Gucci
Jingle
had
Bell rap songs.
He had like the biggest pot belly at one moment, though. It was like the rest of his body was cool. It was just his belly was like, I got a big ass belly.
Did he invent the whole? Because for a while there, like my friend Ladarius. That's how I stay with the black culture. I don't follow black Twitter. I know that's the way. That's where you need to go. So you find out all the good shit. But no, they're like embracing big stomachs. They're like, oh yeah, I eat good. I got money, basically.
I mean,
and he's like rubbing his tummy, and like I saw it a lot.
And that makes sense to a point, because you ain't eating good when you're in jail. Well, I mean, you are, but you're not.
You don't have anything else to do. Push ups.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit these push ups real quick.
That would suck.
I could not be in jail. I've been to jail before.
I would come out weird as hell.
Lock up though. Like, I mean, I've been in a few hours. I ain't been on no overnight visits in jail.
The one time I've been to jail?
What was that?
The night Bin Laden got killed.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah.
So you didn't get to see like the celebration on TV?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you?
I couldn't hear it. I had the first holding cell right next to the guard shack thing, and I was just sitting there watching.
Oh shit!
Couldn't see anything. And all of a sudden, this Hispanic man came in there, and they were like he didn't speak English.
Yeah.
They were trying to get his watch off of him. And they were like, and he was like, I didn't want to give up his watch. And he's like, we need your watch. And he's like, and they tackled him right again. I'm standing at my window. And they're like right in front of it.
Yeah.
They tackle his ass right into my window. I'm just like looking straight down at him like, holy shit. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was some bullshit, dude. I had 2 years probation. 6 months monitored. You know what I did?
What?
Drank 2 beers at a wedding reception. Went to Wendy's. Went in because I had to pee. Then these 2 dudes eating there called the cops and said I was drunk. They were behind me before I got on 280. They pulled me over. I got arrested.
That's nice. It's like a black dude, bro.
Some bullshit.
That is some bullshit.
I don't know what it is, man. They said, and they were trying to turn my girl at the time against me. We got to the jail, and they're like, you wouldn't have got arrested if it wasn't for your asshole boyfriend. I'm like, what the hell did I do?
Damn, bro.
I don't know what it is. I'm soft-spoken, and I don't like to make people angry, but when it comes to the law,
man.
I just come off as an asshole. But all I was doing was trying not to make him, like, make me incriminate myself.
Right.
He was like, trying to twist things the way I said. He's like, obviously you're drunk. You dropped your license. I was like, I'm sorry. I had like a front pocket. Don't even get me started.
Man, it's another story.
Another thing I noticed, I feel like in every category of life, you know, like, okay, for example, Nickelback. See? Bang, right? There's a Nickelback with everything. Like Nicolas Cage. I feel like he's a Nickelback.
Oh my gosh. He was so good at one point.
Oh, dude, 90s? Man,
he just fell off, bro.
I had Con Air VHS. I've seen that 900 times. No bullshit.
I love Con Air. I have that shit on Blu-ray at home right now.
Bull. It means you bought it within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's Con.
Do you love Cyrus
Air.
Virus?
Yes. Everybody. Dude, Dave Chappelle's in that movie.
He is. 8 Ball.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Dude.
Danny Trejo.
That's a good
Bubba from Forrest Gump. Nobody knows Bubba's real name.
He's the diabetic guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened
What
to your
is
lip?
his real name?
Well, Michael T. Williams, I think. Yeah.
I'm really disappointed you told me.
I still call him Bubba. I'm like, Mama, look at Bubba. That's Bubba, Mama. His lip is gone.
Do you know anybody that doesn't like Forrest Gumps?
No.
I do.
You do? You?
The guy I work with.
Oh,
He don't like anything. That's what I told him.
The fuck? You can't.
He's like, I haven't really seen it. I was like, who are you?
You can't not like Forrest Gump. You can't. I mean,
You can't.
you either like it or you love it.
Have you looked into the Mandela effect at all?
The Mandela effect.
Have you familiar with it?
No.
Okay. It's real deep. I'm just going to sum it up. Okay, basically, there's a bunch of different scenarios on what happens, but basically the overall thing is we've crossed into shadows of another dimension type deal.
Okay.
And it changed our past a little bit, just little minute things, or the government that's controlling it changed it or something.
Yeah.
And Forrest Gump's one of them. Like, everyone thinks, he says, I know it's crazy. I'm not believing this, but this one kind of freaked me out because everyone thinks he said life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
If you watch it again, he doesn't say that. He says life was like a box of chocolates. It's some creepy shit.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I swear to God, go watch it.
We'll watch this
And
shit
like
tonight.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
He says,
original.
Luke, I'm your father. He doesn't say, Luke, I'm your father. Go watch it again. He says, no, I'm your father.
Get the
Just look, that's the 2 things that like freak me out.
holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. A lot of people think it's CERN. They have this, what's this, particle accelerator or some shit where they smash things together.
Yeah.
And it like makes this huge electromagnetic field that they think that's what happened.
Oh, so basically they're saying that we're in a different, we're merging into a different times. I mean,
Well, the theory was when they did that, because there's theories that the like electromagnetic, because you know Einstein's theory of relativity. In time.
Yeah.
They think if you have a strong enough electromagnetic force, it can do that. So they're thinking with that particle accelerator thing, when they test it, because they do it underground,
Yeah.
it pulled another dimension into thing. I don't know.
Huh.
I haven't looked into it, but those are the 2 things that kind of was like, whoa.
I'm gonna be like, all right.
You need to look into it. It's weird.
Huh.
Okay, going back to the Nickelback thing.
Forrest.
Do you like Dane Cook? Because I feel like he's the Nickelback of comedy now, and I don't know
I
why. He used to be the shit. What happened to him?
fucking hate Dane Cook.
Why is that?
I will say that. Ain't many comedians.
I feel like you love him or you hate him.
I don't. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like him.
Did he do something to piss comedians off or something?
No, because he's not like. Because see, the thing is, like, I could easily feel the same way about Dane Cook that I could feel about him the way people feel about Carlos Mencia.
Why?
And see, because Carlos Mencia has been documented on stealing jokes.
Okay.
But he's such a cool fucking guy. Like, he's such a nice dude. And I mean, like, I've hung out with him. That guy is amazing. I can't wait till he comes back to town.
Didn't Dane Cook steal a Louis C.K. joke?
I don't know if Dane Cook stole a joke or not, because I don't listen to Dane Cook enough. Like, I've seen Dane Cook.
His old stuff?
I've listened to maybe 15 minutes of Dane Cook stand up.
What?
And I just don't like him.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's funny in movies. Like, I mean, Good Luck Chuck. That shit was hilarious to me. Like, he's funny on TV, but he's not on stage funny to me. And then when I think when Chappelle first came back, like years ago, he did some hours at the Laugh Factory and broke the record of, the longest stand-up time in this building. It was like 7 or 8 hours, something like that. Like, he just went on.
Crazy.
That shit's crazy as hell. So Dane Cook came in the next night and did like 15 minutes more than Dave Chappelle.
What an asshole.
And just took it. And I'm like, that right then, I was like, fuck Dane Cook. Like, and then Chappelle came back and got it again, but it was like, who the fuck are you, Dane Cook? Like, out of everybody that could compete against Dave Chappelle, fucking Dane Cook.
I bet you Dane sucked.
They probably did.
I can see how Dave Chappelle could make
people
laugh your ass off.
I can see people leaving out. Yeah, of course. I mean, because he'll just do like the dumbest shit. He'll look down at his shoe and do 20 minutes on his shoe. Because it's just there. But I'm good friends with like I think he's still the reigning Guinness Book of World Record for the longest time in stand-up on stage.
I'm not surprised.
And it's like 48 hours.
That's what's up.
His name's Midnight Swinger.
Midnight Swinger?
Midnight Swinger. That's my guy. That's my dude right there.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so when's your next show and where can people see you?
Next show, my next confirmed show right now, because with the grind being the way it is, I like to make last minute decisions because I can, because I'm single and don't have any kids or any wife or anything like that. So I could just at one moment be at home too long, but like, yeah, I think I want to go to Chattanooga tonight. There's a spot going on, and just might go up there. But my next documented date is July 14th at the Comedy Store in Hollywood. So I'm excited about that.
You said July 14th.
Yeah. Now hopefully I'll probably get there like Wednesday and maybe do like the Ha Ha Club on Thursday night. Try to get the J spot. That's J. Anthony Brown's comedy club. I did that last time I was out there. It was a great venue, wonderful people. It's right by the airport too, which is cool as shit. Because I was it was daylight savings time, so I lost an hour, and I got out like 3 that morning. I'm like, fuck, my flight leaves at 6. Like shit, like oh, right here at the airport, boom, But I'm just trying to get out as much as possible. The past couple months, I've been taking it easy and kind of just doing like a little bit of stuff here and there, venturing out in newer things like the roast battle that you came to, and everything. But the fall is approaching, and I definitely want to get hardcore. Like, I want to finish this year out just as strong as I started out. So
awesome.
Y'all catch me wherever. I'm gonna be out and about, no days off.
Okay.
Boom.
So locally you don't just kind of go to a regular place just to go.
No, it's basically
so it's just wherever.
Like, I know on the 14th, actually earlier today, I booked this on the 14th of August or the 12th. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, your schedule sounds like mine. Like, this time of the year is a complete shit show. Especially since we're starting this show.
Right.
Because I got between work, softball, because I play softball on Tuesdays and Fridays or Saturdays, and then umpire, and then the show.
You umpire?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
It's been busy. So
that's what's up.
Yeah. I've been umpiring for about 8 years.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I refuse to invest any more time though. I've been turning down school ball and stuff.
Hey.
Yeah.
Say fuck it. I don't want to do this shit no more on my time.
Shit, yeah.
You'll be like a 60-year-old umpire though.
Probably not. Probably not. I only do it just to buy shit. I've always been close to just not doing it sometimes, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, if you see Jose Cooks at a comedy club near you, go see him out. He's a funny dude. That's going to do it for today. If you like what you heard, please go rate and subscribe on iTunes. You have no idea how much that helps the show. Also, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube channel. We'll be doing live streams, putting out new content. Also, hit the bell icon. That way you'll be notified for every time we go live. If you're interested in free stuff or trivia, go follow us on Facebook or Twitter. You can find us on Facebook if you just search Almost Legal Podcast, and Twitter at ALP Show 17. I will be doing a prize drawing, and the winner will receive a free limited edition ALP Pop Socket, a t-shirt, and some stickers. So don't miss out. Speaking of t-shirts, if you are interested in an AOP t-shirt, contact me at almostlegalpodcast@gmail.com to find out how to order them. I would also like to thank G Milli for providing music for the show. Y'all should go check them out at SoundCloud. I'll have all the links below in the description. And remember, go check out Jose Cooks. Hell, if y'all are listening from Los Angeles, he's going to be at the Comedy Store on July 14th.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And it's August 12th at the Vault.
Where's the Vault
in
at?
Birmingham. I don't know where the Vault is, but it's in Birmingham. It's downtown Birmingham, somewhere.
Some secret shit. You got to find
secret
out.
Shit, man. It might be secret stages or something like that. You never know. It might pop up in that motherfucker.
Man, the Vault.
I mean, the Vault.
It's like exclusive. You gotta have
It sounds like
business card.
Like Scrooge McDuck's safe or something. Meet me and the rest of the gold at the Vault.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for listening. This is Josh Enkelstein. Until next time, I'll see y'all. Have a good week.
DJ Bob, stop the shits. This a hood class.
My OG, he put it. He did a whole 20. He say for the jury.
G Milli.
Spent 20 on jury. My shit isn't put it. You think you important? Versace and Louis, bitch, I make a million. Finesse with the check. Versace, Louis. I flex with the check.
Hey.
I been getting money. That's why you don't see me out often. I'm flooded. I'm not just got bricks in the closet. Diddy call me, he let shots out, he lost it. Nigga try me, I have no limitation. Nigga, you talking about pussy, your fragrance. Susie the fucking no white bitch, no racist. Nigga, you comfort, but I have no patience. I'm just back to the benches, cause that shit you talking don't often offend me. Bitch, I go so hard cause I came from a penny. If I got my first Billy, swear I'ma park in the hood. Tell my little nigga, oh, what's good? Nigga, I ain't never turned Hollywood. Just niggas never show no love. Okay, so I got it up mud. Now nigga don't need that, bro. They tapping my phone, we don't speak about yet. You on social media, you flexing, I see you in something, okay. I been getting money, that's why you don't see me out often.
That's why you don't see me.
I'm flooded, got puss in the closet. Woo. I parallel park it. I'm fucking these hoes with no love, think I lost it.
Just be sure to subscribe. And if you have a question or request for content on the show, contact Almost Legal Podcast on Twitter or email almostlegalpodcast@gmail.com.